a testimony on this one. Hello, good evening all. As you can listen to the song, the God who does all right on is what the song is saying. Keep on doing is what the song is saying. And you that is watching us, keep on watching and following us by the special grace of God. If we give you attention in what we are saying, you will got all that we are saying, and it will help. It will help you. Yes. So, as you can see this night, by the special grace of God, we have been here and there as Sundays consign and Sunday with Sunday doings. By the special grace of God, it all turns all awesome, and we return all glory to the awesome God who is making it possible for us. For yes, you may have not understand those who could not be able to achieve it the way you achieve it. Good health, all your part of your body in order, it's an achievement. If you don't know it, get to know it, for there are those who are lacking it in one way or the other. But you have all these things and you operate with it. So, it may not be sufficient in all, but the ones you have, always be thankful to the one who is making it possible, because it's not of you. It's not of you. And there comes to our topic today. You see, this topic will similarly in line with last broadcast that I had. I was like pouring out some little issues for our good, for our good, because sometimes it's not all about praying. It's not all about praying, and just like one who always decides to be pursuing rats in the house without working hard to, keep the environment neat. You can't keep pursuing rats while you keep putting rat traps, throwing things like attract all these things, and you will keep pursuing them around. Untidy the house, then deal with the little rats that are remaining, I see that the coming ones will come and find nothing to stay there with. You understand? And that is sometimes the type of prayer we make. You keep having things that belongs to the devil's thing, and you keep calling on devil without knowing that it's roaming around. If you don't have anything with it, it goes away and goes to those it belongs to. Yes. This one is just a part of something we do not program. But what we have on the table today, like I do say, whenever you come to our broadcast, make sure you go through our right talk, because it must surely be the bars of whatever we are about to pour out or say here to the glory of God. Do you know? I said it last time that, and I keep saying it, that one of the problems we do have is not knowing. You know? And the Bible also let us know about it, that we perish because we don't know. When you don't know, because you are a human being, you must position wrong, and positioning wrong will not give you the right and accurate results. Which means that everything depends on the mindset. On the mindset. The way you see things and the way you conclude about things. Your mindset's energy energize your pursuit, your spirit of pursuit over things. Yes. And that is why we must have a very good mindset about things. A very good mindset about things. If you don't know about something, you must pursue it casually, unknown, like. But when you are well equipped about something, you are pursuing with a goal, with all in you, and it's very, very important. I want to cure a little sickness on our mindset of pursuit. That sometimes we do forget the members and the reason of doing it. Let me start with this. Could you remember, I think I have said this here, that the distance that people of Israelites, the days or the time they spent in going from Egypt to the promised land is extremely large and huge and enough. In fact, it's too much compared to the distance of Egypt to Israel. And the question should have been, then why? I know how I put it last time when I was doing one of my, comic, can I call it comic or exercising my jinta? It's not that it takes God things to just make them to open their eyes and see themselves in the promised land. But it's because God really wanted something. He wanted something, which is removing the Egyptians in them. Hold this one tight. Now, today we are lamenting, suffering, water, body, all these things. Even the walk. Someone, you see someone now, he's like, I need a walk. finding that work today, he started lamenting. He saw this, that, complaining, all these things. Then, now the question is, what do we want? Believe me, it's not the work you do that makes you what you are. It's not the work you do that makes you what you are. But you must be doing something, especially that which is not crime, to earn. Why? Because God made it to be. I want to say something very important. Let's listen to this. God created everything and made everything available for you and me. We abuse it, and God make what is called a curse. He laid a curse on us that we should go through this and that. This for the woman, this for the man, even for the serpent. Which the serpent is driving joy in living like that. But do you know that men that we are, sometimes we find it difficult to honor that. I got to understand that some people just want a free life. Some people don't want to work. Some people don't have that. They did not, what is called, accept that which God ordered or command or set as the punishment. Like to ask God, why? And I keep noticing that some people who like asking where is God are because they were, finding difficult or seeing it somehow to work. Or how come? If there is God, why this, that? Forgotten that something arose, something. That if such exists, something happens or brings about its existence. And I come to understand that what God wants is for us to honor His ways. We must know that He knows us right from the bottom of our hearts, but our decisions and thoughts. That makes me come this night to tell somebody, it does not matter the work you are doing, it does not matter the job. Is that selling pure water? Is that no matter how humiliating or how humble or how it may look like, God wants to see you doing something in honor of that which He has declared. For His word cannot come void. It's belittling Him for not having that mind, that mindset of embracing that which He has given us assignment of our help, even though it's not from us, maybe from our forefather, as we do say. But we can see today that we are even worse than that our forefather. Like some people do say, Adam was asked, don't eat that apple, and he ate it. Imagine. I expressed such in someone's comments, I think yesterday or yesterday, who was like, they were dragging about tithes having issues about it. Like they posted a bishop, like Bishop Ibiome, that says that there was somebody who did not pay his tithe and he died or whatever. That was the way they put their post. All these bloggers. Now that person now bring it to his own post to argue about it. Those who is desperate to blackmail the church of God now come to speak against the tithe. And I was like, I'm immediately inspired, and I'd be able to let him know. And I could not see him comment again, because I know that he received what, in fact, he was digested. Yes, he was. When this type of people come around you, you don't know how you respond them. They are energized. But when you give them the befitting answer, they are silenced forever. And I was like, this is the same thing that happens to Adam. God created all the fruit in the garden. All the fruit in the garden. And asked man to eat all but this one. So tell me, what is the difference between that in all the 10%, my God, just one is difficult for you, and you keep calculating it. We are ungrateful. So to honor that thing, just imagine that. Okay, now come to imagine, what did God have to do with your little money? What did God have to do with that little money? He's giving you as wages. Just 1%. You see some people find it so difficult, so irritated to give it out, without knowing it is honoring God. It's honoring God. Forget about who is in relation with it or not. I know there are mafians who create places just because of that 10%. My dear, you have nothing to do with it. As soon as you know that God exists and He knows your income, because He's the provider. Whatever you have today, He's the one that provides. Even though you did not see Him as the one that provides, the life He gives you is the opportunity for you to have that. Because if you have died or in a sick bed, you may have not had those things. So He is your provider, whether you like it or not. So you owe Him that 1% out of those that 10% of it. Forget about who wanted to. I thank God for some comedians. There were one comedy I watched on Facebook of maybe, I don't know, is that a pastor or whatever. He was fastly to come and claim a position of delivering someone, and after delivering from that demonic man, he started asking for money. He asked for tithe, asked for this, asked for that, asking just because he feel that he have done too much for the man. Devil that is always there looking for opportunity, like the Bible says, moving around like a roaring lion looking for opportunity. So sensitive that he knows when you are on error. Always waiting you on error to correct your error. Immediately he see the abusing man that chased him out, how he derived his power from that man's selfishness, that man's operating or against or not on the word. He now derived power there to come and deal with that man that he paid with his life, with that decisive act he was doing to that man to pay him this, give him that, give him all this money. You see? But that is not your business. Your business is to have given that which is of you to do. God knows you have given a heart. God knows that. You have given it out. It's between you and Him. God seriously know when your mindset is in line with Him. Not that work you are doing that will give you. I remember what the prophet do said. Do it all as if all depend on you, but believe that all depend on God. We are lamenting, crying of things that is happening, but we could not be able to pay attention to know what God wants to, brings out in all this. Last time, few years ago, we are here, everybody was like crying aloud, shouting, and there's death all over because of the coronavirus. Which I know, if that God allows for people to realize that He is still the superior, that He is still, there is still a way. If He can destroy the Sodom and Gomorrah, destroy the people during the time of Noah, this our own is very easy as to be destroyed for people who is claiming, that is positioning, trying to take His position, trying to present as immortal when they are nothing. Name them. I know the native doctors, and I could not even be able to hear their voice then. Everywhere was silent and all on God. Life is somehow. God knows how to bring us back to our mindset, because sometimes we do lose it. We do lose focus. We keep thinking like that we have become an animal, forgotten that God gives us a conscience that will recall us back to always remember what we are made of. Remember the reason why we are created, to always honor Him. When you refuse to honor God, remember the people of Israel, whenever they deviate in honoring God, God has a way to bring them back. Sometimes when things happen, stop pointing accusing finger. Stop trying to do like what I explained here, like one who knows that his house is untidy, filled with all manner of rejected food or remaining food, throwing here and there, and you keep pursuing or looking for a way, or like, why is there is rat everywhere? Where is this thing everywhere? Why you know your place is untidy? You fill your heart, your mind with things of the devil, and you keep perceiving devil everywhere. Why won't you remove your hands on things that belongs to that idiot called devil, and see that he has nothing with you? We are in the world, but we are not of the world. And you keep hanging on the things of the devil like you can't do without. I'm seeing my post, even before I said this, like even some of them, they have the gods, they come to my ward and present as money giver. If you need money, they will give you money, and this and that. They will make you rich. They will this and that. I was like, is that all you can give? I have never had one that said I can help you to go to heaven, because that's the only thing that matters. You see, if money is all that matters, it have not been a year that will lose the owner of which bank again, just like that. To let us know that if money can buy everything, this is life. A few days ago, we are having about many students in a heavy accident of house collapsing. All these thoughts a teacher should come and they remind us of sudden death that never witnessed of his coming for us to sit well. When I listen to some of the, I don't know if it's their fellow students with a very touching write-up and statements of how they lose their classmates and how classmates lose their class or all these things. Yes, it brings them back to the thought. Maybe they have been in a quarrel or disorder among them, but imagine how the incident just brings them back and they cannot remember. You come and see statements that will only last for just a few minutes, and you see man keep behaving in their own way. That mess God has always have a way to bring us back, because if He leave us, coming back is so difficult for us. We just keep thinking like this, forgetting God. Even me, I do witness such. When you are in a very good moment, you have all you want on the table, praying becomes difficult. But sometimes you just stay in your house, you have something like noise somewhere, it reminds you, it brings fear, you start praying. Some of these things, especially this one that I wanted people to know. I wanted people to know this so seriously that it's not about what you are walking that will make you what you are. It's that God wants you to embrace that. God wants you to, accept that condition He has given with your whole heart. Stop being this type of people that just want to eat where they don't work, or who don't have what. Some people don't have the willingness to obey that. They don't want to work. They wanted to be smart on what? Okay, your smartness now is to work on some people's work. I remember one woman's post that I reposted this evening of those who don't want to work. God knows when. There was one comment they used to say here in French. They say "mouiller maillot." I don't know "mouiller maillot" in French. In English, how we can introduce it as deep ground, as it show it on you. God knows when you have really bring out in you like orange. He knows when that inner man, that power of making it that He have given you has been mobilized. It's out. If not, He will keep putting in condition where it must surely come out. That sweat, He said you will sweat before. When it is being motivated, but some people don't want it. They don't want to walk. You want to play clever. God knows. To the extent even the government sometimes when someone has done like this, or not even government, even human being, except selfish ones. They know when you are working, when you have given your best. We can't lie to ourselves on all these things. When you are hanging, when you are looking for shortcuts, and still you really want. So love it and do whatever you have doing. Never belittle it or never neglect it. Never think that. Like to do thy work. Love working. Doing something. For God head and I do. Next. keep giving new inspiration for new technology that man should keep on upgrading and working. For you not just to stop there. Always be in the move, like one who is going somewhere. As a blessing, it must surely come. Oh yes, it must surely come. Don't just wait to play smart, looking for where it's rushing to just rush there. Know what you have to do or what you're doing. When God wants to bless you, every opposition must be uprooted. When he knows, when you have clocked here, when you have reached that esteem he wants, every opposition, as I'm talking now, I don't know any opposition. I don't know. They are meant to be uprooted. As many as they are, no matter how they are placed strong, any man, woman before you and the altar that have not become opposition or seems opposition or opposing must surely be uprooted. When that time reach, they must be uprooted. They can't hold it. They can't hold it. God always allow things to happen for a reason, to realize something. Someone asked the Apostle Paul, why is this man blind? The Apostle Paul told him, it's not the fault of anybody, but this is for the glory of God. But people, sometimes it's not all about lamenting or being annoyed of what happened. Excuse me, network is disturbing. Find peace to know why it is happening. Find peace to know what God wanted to bring out of that. And it can only happen when you are not curious of things. When you are not curious about things in this life. Learn to, when something happens, just let it be. When you are doing your best, God knows you are doing your best. He knows you are doing your best. And you know you are doing your best. From when you do your best, don't forget the rest. It may sound somehow this night, but it's fast. We need to have this mindset. Somebody made a post that I tackled last time about marriage, which is a topic that I wanted to go behind, keep behind, but it's one of the spread topic everywhere. All of this, the greatest sickness at hand, marriage issues. And some people think that it's all about staying in relationship for 100 years, studying each other like a novel or dictionary. It's so crazy. Or this and that, or praying unto bring her heaven, or say brother and sister make it more smoothness or lovely marriage forever and ever. It's mindset. When you have that good mindset of what God is up to, what He wants, what He needs, that relationship with you, with man, is an exam class that everybody must surely pass his own. Everybody is running to pass his own. You never like to fail. And in this case, what is the cause at hand? The cause at hand is who love best, who love better, who is loving, who is forgiving, who is kind, who just place you and Christ. Okay, place us and Christ with all the happenings in a classification. Okay, who was wrong and who was good? We judge. And you know, if it is in the race, that Christ have taken the race. This is how you're supposed to put your class with human beings. Be it who, your wife or your children. Let it not be from you. Always be vigilant to know that you are not the fault. That if God, who is always judging, beside our relationship with one another, like one asked the question, what is love? I know they may be asking love in their own way, come to dictionary, feelings. I told him, love is a command. It's a command from God to man to learn or to do to others what you will want others to do for you. Is that kindness you want others to show you? Show it. Is that forgiveness? Show it. Anything, is that giving? Is that this or that? You do it. Those things you want God to also do for you. You want God to show you kindness, show you love, show you this, mercy for you, grace. Do it for others. Some people want God to forgive them, they don't know how to forgive. They want freely, they don't know how to give people freely. They want kindness, they are not kind. Did you get it? This is mindset. That when you get all these things, what is happening around does not concern you. What concerns you is when you are 10. Because this is a white cloth. That you is the only one that have the right to stand it by yourself. You are the one that when you stand it by yourself, you wash it by yourself. Nobody has the right to stand it. If anybody is supposed to stand it, God knows it can't stand it. Your book, your notes is your notes. God is registering your everyday actions and appearance and doings. So when it's wrong, He mark. When it's right, He mark. Bring you out and ask you, your right and good, which one is more greater? All this mindset is what we operating with. I know that is grace. But believe me, the greatest grace we have received is the grace to know all these things. For this is what Christ brought for us. The ways by which we can be doing. The truth, which is the truth that we set us life is what we give life. We have to understand all this. If we never have the grace to be consolving these things in this way, in this manner, you are still far. You are still far. I told somebody, it's like he's still on comment because all this Facebook. I told somebody, I was like trying to say, if you are missing lots in this Facebook, you may be missing a lot. You see, because outside here or this and that, it may not be easy. Like, I'm not wishing. In fact, I'm not designed to go to maybe see me in a pulpit, go and all these things. Even if you try to, I will send you to this Facebook. I will send you to this Facebook. Because me, whenever I go to this Facebook, because I know what if it is a plant, I know what we have planted here. And it is not starting today. And it's step by step. New every morning. New every morning. We are telecharging. I'm not retaining anything. You know, we are telecharging it here. Thank God for Facebook. Sometimes it reminds. I'm seeing some of the posts the ones I make. Sometimes when they make it back, I was have we passed through this one? Have we just did this one? I'm the one who did same that I was like. So, my very good people, these things may look very simple, but it's very, very important. We ought to be seeing things this way. When we begin to see this thing this way, we'll be different. It's possible to see things the way God sees things. It's possible. And when you begin to see things the way God, it irritates the devil. You know, you don't know how to handle you. Your case becomes so difficult for the devil. So the problem at hand now is that we are desperate of things that we should not be desperate of, and we are focusing on things we should not focus on. That means we are distracted, if I may say. So may God help us and save us out of distraction and keep us in a good mindset. That we should not be finding it difficult to do what is nice. Just like the love I was talking. When you understand, you should not find it difficult to love. It will be so painful for you if you did not. When you have that mindset, that clear mindset. Why God wants this? Why God wants this? Why God plays it this way? Believe me, all this small spirit and demons, you know, like what happens to Job was like, this one that is doing like this, he may not like God too much, he may not do it. God, this one did not love you, he was just pretending. This is my son. And he was like, no, allow us to just, and God allowed. They just touch Job's worldly things. They are all worldly. Oh, that the devil touched. They are worldly things of Job. Worldly things, which is not what God was interested on. Had it been Job's lose guide or lose focus or not knowing the objective, he would have, like one who is just desperate to have a car or have a house or have children, ready to die for children, for the child because of whereby he does not want it. What one should die and it please God is your faith. Your faith. You died for your faith. Will you deny God or you die? Ready to die than denying God. Because as for losing someone, you must surely lose. If whether you like it or not, you must lose somebody. You must lose somebody. Be it who, you must lose. Especially that one that is running you crazy, that you can't lose. You must, especially that particular one that is running you crazy. You must lose it. Until you start having those mindsets, letting them know, like I said the other time, that there is nothing you can live without except God. And if you want to ignore that, ignore and let him know that without this man I can't live. Without this person I can't live. And God will be here. Who's that person to you than me or like me? And voila. For nobody, none of these things promise to be with you to the end of the day. Honestly, it really touched me how those youth students were like pouring out their hearts on the incidents. So touching that if you just allow, people will keep on, pouring like they are finished. Even me, I even followed was like asking, what is happening in Nigeria? Every time bad, every time this one, every time. There's no day we cannot hear about this and that. That was like. But after all, you come to understand that all these things do occur to remind men. Remind men, you don't know when your time will come. If those youths, maybe they are the teenagers' age. Just look at now. This like that kid reminded me when we were doing evangelism. Once upon a time in the village, when a lady answered me. That was close to Christmas time. And he told me, he would have accepted Christ now, but I should allow him first. Let him finish the Christmas. He wants to enjoy the Christmas for the moment. I should wait for us. I was like, do you know what may happen next? And the Christmas he wanted to enjoy that, what is that new? What? Because Christ is not, or accepting Christ is not hindering you from eating your rice. Or what is it hindering you from? But just because the conscience and the devil that's as in blindfolding man to reason well, always trying to hold us captive in ignorance with stupid excuse. Like last Sunday, there's a place I went to, and someone was like, you want to accept Christ, so this place cannot be going in, this thing cannot be. Who told you? That place. Which place is that? All those territories are God's own. If not that, out of fear, we are allowing the evil ones to be occupying it. If we decide and make it as a group, we can go there and spread the good news. We can make there a gospel places. We can go there and change the environment with praises and worship, and see the devils who have seen light going away. It's possible. It's massive. It's massive. But above all these things, what is the essential one I'm coming here? I came here on is work. Please, like to work, like to be doing something. Don't think or fold your hand on looking for where it's so easy. For there's no place is easy. If that easiness is in your spirit, in your mind, God see it, and believe me, you will sleep in easiness. You will walk more than those. And the worst part of it, whenever you have not have it in your mind, as in when it come to work in your mind, God knows. No matter how hard you work, this is such people that they will be looking for work. When they find the work, they feel totally just like they don't like work, and it will be boiling you to be this and that, feeling so bad every time with all these things. And God will be watching you. It's that spirit of what they call it, disobedience spirit that is causing that. And even you will embrace it, like it, and God will like it. Alright. He makes you go. He bless you. He give you rest. He said to you. He said, okay, I want to start my time. Why is the teacher, what is all his example is given in class is for you to just understand that thing. And when you understand it, it's okay. Have you understand it? Yes. Example, you come and solve it. This person, okay, you have understand it. He goes to another. There are things God wants you to understand. There are things. When it is not in your mind, when you have not understood it, it's still not yet okay. It's still not yet okay. Make God to understand, or allow God, or allow yourself for God to see that yes, His word is settled in you. The worst is that He sees you. He knows when. And not only that, He sees, the devil knows when you are on the right track, when you know it. He knows when you know what you know. And He knows when you don't know anything. He knows when you are strong. You are strong when you know. If you don't know, you are not. Try to know why God allowed those things. Why? It's not about complaining, being bitter of things. You try to figure out. Sometimes, pay attention to God with a demanding heart, a pleasing heart. God, what do you really want to prove to this? And He will make Himself known. He will clear you. I can't start telling you the examples or things that have to come about this, because this is really hard work. Sometimes you see things blowing, you don't know. He really wanted to do something really wanted to happen. When the people of Israel were looking for God, this and that, when the wind started blowing, everything we are like here and there, they'll start panicking. But if not that Moses was with them, they would not have not known that it was God that was coming. Since they wanted to see God. You see? Whenever it becomes hard, harden yourself. It will never last. For young ones that are learning work, and I have said this before. Haven't it come to your mind sometime that you came to a place to learn work within a short time or within a period of some year, you even work more perfectly than the person that you're learning from? That sometimes He even ushers you some work for you to continue. That's when the Spirit have entered. The handwork you see, all these things are spiritual. They know when you love them. They know. Even this music we do. Whenever you like someone's song, the song knows when you like it, and when you start flowing on it, you repeating and start taking those steps that show you love something. That's approach of something that you love. And don't forget, there will be barriers by which you bypass that will make that thing know how serious you love it. Like that of learning, what do you call it again? Learning handwork, or staying with somebody you are learning. The person in physical you are seeing can be any hindrances for that job, for that work you wanted to learn, by his characters and behavior towards you. But if you cannot overlook his characters and behavior without being discouraged and keep focus on that which you want to learn, believe me, because I have seen where it happened. The servant is not allowed maybe to come to the shop or all this. He just come once in a while and they will be sending here and there, maybe distracting him. The little one he do attend. The little one he do attend with his focus. He wanted to learn this, but they were like, the little one he do attend. He can never imagine that he can even perform more than those who have been there for long, just because his heart was there. I've seen a child who don't know, he don't have time for studying his school. I remember my sister then, my elder sister, who he liked books, he liked to know. And when you see those days, he was like, where he was, people he was staying, they are like, no, doesn't do like this. They are like disturbing him with a lot of work and all these things. But at the end of the year, you see him coming up with the first class. Your mind is there, and the thing you know, your mind is there. It comes, the letter, you know those who want it. Mindset. When you know what to focus on it, and that thing will focus. He knows what is hinder, he knows the difficulties you are having to. Just like sometimes in our church, our church in the village, the pastors know those who is coming from distance. Those who is passionate because of love of the church, you know those they are coming from, and those who just their house is just here. So see it that way. Because when you love something, when you want something, you pay the prices off. And that thing knows how much you love it. So it does not matter who you are learning work from. What matters, do you love that work? Then how you can say in that work depend on how that person also is standing as a hindrance. Then if you look at someone standing as a hindrance just because you don't want to work, you don't need servants, you don't know that this is a procedure. That person is your what they call the steps you must climb to reach, and you will be like misguided. You see, have those mindset, all this mindset. When you capture it, there's no places you cannot succeed. There's nothing, there's no barrier you cannot put down. Forget about that person that is blocking your way. You will go for what you God will make. When is God's time, every opposition must be opposed. Come on, who is that? They can oppose God. Nobody. For nobody great. Nobody great. Nobody great than God. I search all over. This is what somebody sing. Couldn't find nobody. Look I know. Still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater. Nobody greater, yeah. Nobody greater than you. I saw me no ways. I see this one. And when you carry out redemption. Hey, my God. So my very good people, this is it just when I speak like this, it seems that I will just be easily be understood. For all these things are keys. I like people, some preachers who try to bring down the word of God. Because my people perish out of knowledge. Not knowing exactly what they want. Not knowing exactly how you want it. Not knowing. Like the man of God that preached to the one father like that. The kingdom, with the testimony he gave, that's so pathetic. I can't forget. Yes, Christian are fire. Trying to fire. Like the worldly man. What I know is our fire is hidden in character. It's hidden in a kind of mindset. It's hidden in a contrary way of thinking. In a forgiveness attitude. In a loving attitude. Remember that verse? That was, I think that was the book of Job. That Job was lamenting, seeking for God's help all this while. Until he changed his prayer. Until he started praying the prayer he ought to be praying. So that it was what God wanted from him. Then he recovered all that he had lost. Pay attention to what God wants. It's really important and essential, Very, very important. Not what people want. People can want anything. Forget it. They can propose you this, propose you that. Forget it. Concentrate to know what God wants. If you lose guide it, you're on your own. As for people, they want everything. They want, and even though you give them what they want, they still want again. But that which God wants, when He just talk there, He goes there. It's so spiritual, It's so spiritual. But may God help us to understand it. You see, may God help us to understand these things. Walk, have desire, love walking. It's God that put us on it. That we must walk, we must sweat before. So, love to sweat. But believe that it's not your sweating that makes what, it's just that you have to obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Stop looking for easy way. Allow God to see the no desire to honor that which He has placed. And for what you are doing does not matter. And God will bless you, will bless you. He will bless you with whatever your hand finds. Do it. And remember, the blessings of the Lord make you rich and add no sorrow. There are blessings, they make you rich and add you many sorrows. There are many. There are many. There are blessings of the Lord and blessings of. There are many. So be careful. Be careful. I like the song. Mon Dieu qui fait tout, pardon fait encore. Oh, this song from the bottom of my heart, after my wedding, after my everything, seeing how God is doing all, seeing how God. The Lord who is doing all, right on. Keep doing. Keep doing. I love the way He's doing it. Just love the way He's doing it. Just praying for Him to enable me to keep trusting Him, for Him to be doing the way He does. When you see all this song, please share. When you see all this thing, please share. Encourage the little doings, It's all canalized. If you look at it, you see that the all is like it's trust. It's trust. I can't say thanks enough to the Almighty God, who, if not for any other thing, but there are things man have bypassed. There are things. Limit, things you have broke, things that seem possible, things. As they said that if Anushi and all these kind of things, if we are still alive today, bouncing in the world, I think that's nothing new anymore. As I'm asking God, let His kingdom come, because, well, not that we are suffering, not that we are hungry, not that we just want to because even though you are okay, you go outside there, a lot of messed up, a lot of things. If you don't adopt it anymore, adopt those, we are in the world, but we are not of the world. May God help us to kill every bacteria and cankerworm and everything that is not planted by Him. Every remaining, objects that is opposing. That is opposite totally, because we need to really honor Him. For in conclusion that we have concluded And he's the best. He's the best. That's what devil was trying to distract us from. Who have come to understand. I'm sorry for those who is distracted. Keep saying, God, what are you? Are you okay? Who is bewitching such people like this? May God help us. Chineke nemi ya ni nemere gama So my very people have a nice day, sleep like baby, wake up like giant. It's Steve from the home of the praise studio with yours, brother, darling boy for Jesus. I love you all. Keep loving you. Ciao.